you see it. But YouTube has its own name. YouTube is called New Face Media. One word, New Face Media. And you will see Mansa Musa there talking. Now, you see, today I listened to a program in Accra, or on Accra TV, Metro TV to be precise, and it's called Good Morning Ghana with Dr. Randy Abe and his crew, talking about, the unfortunate incident. I mean, what is happening all around in West Africa, where we have these French-speaking countries looking as though, not that, but it looks like they are very fed up. They have had enough with this French, the France system, where, you see, for example, the arrangement is that after the independence, what they did was that the French-speaking countries in West Africa, they sent all their money, the money that, what do we call it, the revenue, and they save it in France. Whenever they need part of that revenue, their own money, they have to actually borrow at interest, even though the interest will be low, but still they have to borrow their own money, you see. And this has been going on for ages. So most of the French-speaking countries, they are fed up with neocolonialism, where now it's not direct like, the Western, they come with their military and they suppress you. Now, it is all about business and manipulation. We come with the entrepreneurs. All the minerals and wealth in our countries is being siphoned away, taken for cheap. And it looks as if it has become, honestly, it's a shame. But what it is that the so-called democracy being practiced at the moment in West Africa, it is such that, okay, let me pass this one to my producer. Producer, can you kindly answer this call? Yeah, please. Okay, so you see, what is happening is almost everybody in Africa have come to accept a certain standard of living that, whatever we are given, any mediocrity, any mediocre, sort of favor, a sprinkling of a little bit for us, we should accept it. The kind of life that the youth and European people will never accept. We are being forced. We are being completely forced, or let's say compelled to accept such measures. And so, while the Europeans, especially the youth, will not accept acute unemployment, lack of, let's say, public benefits or facilities, they would accept it. Rather, the African youth accept anything that is given to them. They accept mediocrity. They accept, some will call, simple life. But it's not that. It's not simple life. It is something like, subdued, docile existence, subsistence living. Meanwhile, the African leaders or the rulers, the elites, they live very big indeed. They live very, very big indeed. I don't think this is proper. I don't think this is right. So many countries in West Africa, they are not happy with the situation at all. They are not happy with the situation, especially especially those countries in the Sahel regions. Sorry about it. Okay, yeah. This one will bring. Is it this one? Yeah. So what it is that many countries around the Sahara regions of Africa, Mali, Guinea-Bissau, Gambia, Mauritania, Niger, Burkina Faso, what do you call it? Chad, Central African Republic, Gabon, all those places. They are really up to their necks. They are angered by what they perceive to be master and servant sort of relationship. Still, with France and to a larger extent, with most of the Western entities. So, honestly speaking, the military in these countries, notably Guinea, is it Guinea-Bissau, Mali, then Burkina Faso, now Niger, and I think Chad, they have taken the running of the show in their own hands. Now these countries are being run by the militaries, and simple as that, they are run by military. And this has not gone on well with the powers that be in West Africa. The ECOWAS heads of state at the moment they are not happy. They think there is one more coup too much, saying that the people in Niger do not have do not have the choice or the any reason to have military participation in their political dispensation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, as it is, West African leaders are contemplating sending troops in huge numbers to go and fight and die in order to restore or to reinstate or to reinstall a president that had been deposed by the military in Niger. Whatever this, this particular venture, however you see it, whether you support it or not, we have to all reason up, start thinking, is it the right way to go? Because there have been so many instances, in West Africa, troubles with things to do with terrorism and a whole lot of, even within the democratic dispensation itself, some countries, the president, the head of states, has abrogated to themselves. They have decided to manipulate the constitution so that they will stay more than 2 terms. Some are going to go for 3 terms. Some are going to go to 4 terms. And all this, you see, the point is, people keep saying that politics or democracy, the worst form of democracy, is better than military government. You see, I beg to ask this question. Someone should actually explain or define the worst form of democracy. The definition, define worst form of democracy to me. What is the worst form of democracy? Because the point is, if people are suffering, if a civilian government is not doing what the people want, and they want change, no matter what they do, the incumbent, what is happening in Africa today, West Africa especially, is that the incumbent will try every means either to stay in power or to make sure their, a nest of kin or a party, their party will still win power so that the people that, are aligned with, the incumbent, they will gain power and they will come and continue. Thereby, if, for instance, the people, let's say, in Ghana, they don't like one particular government and they want, as the case was in 2020, they wanted a change. There was never a change because everything in the power of the incumbent, Akufo-Addo and his people, they did everything to make sure they retained power. You see, with this, what choices are there for a smooth democratic transition? A smooth democratic change of government? What are the chances? You see where we are heading to? So if you tell me, you cannot be, the worst form of democracy is better than military coup or military governance, what exactly do you mean? And there's even my very, someone I admire so much, Kwesi Pratt said it this morning, and totally I'm not in agreement with him. Let's go for a short break. We will be back.
Well done. Well done. I thought you were a woman and a mother who had compassion. They said, give a position to a woman and she'll do far better than a man. But these days, what do we see? It's sad. It's disheartening. Year in, year out, flood affects people in Accra. The Odo River gets flooded. Lives are destroyed. Properties are destroyed. You said you used $43 million to clean the Odo River. Have you seen what $43 million could do in Dubai, or in Europe, or in America? Shame unto you. It's so sad. It's so disheartening. We live in this country. People cannot even afford 1 meal a day. And some people out there who have very little are trying everything possible to reach out to those who don't have any. But you, the politicians, all you think about is grabbing. You have only one child, I was told. You have only one child, and you are grabbing all these properties for only one child. How about those kids in our front plains, those kids at the north, those kids in the Volta region somewhere, those kids in remote villages in Ashanti region, in Central region, in every part of Ghana? Look, there was a kid I met in Sogakope. They are so poor that there are 3 siblings. Every morning, their meal is yesterday banku with raw pepper, no tomatoes, just pepper and salt, with no fish. The day I asked my mother to give them soup, it was like, you are bringing kids from the war zone who haven't eaten for a year. When they saw soup in a plate that day, oh, politicians are wicked in this country. You people cannot even afford to go to hospitals. I have a little charity. My colleagues from work and my friends, they help me with their little income, and we reach out to people in the remote parts of the Volta region. They have nothing, absolutely nothing to eat. You guys are just there amassing Ghana's wealth, misusing donors' funds. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? And today's Sunday, July 23rd, 2023, I believe most of you are in your churches praising God, thanking God for bringing Ghana down. Aren't you ashamed of yourselves? It's so disheartening what you people are doing to Ghana. It's so sickening what you people are doing to Ghana. I go to the villages and I see kids who do not have anything to do, who do not have anything to eat. There are people who are sick. They can't go to hospitals. Even they go to the hospitals, they give them paracetamol. This national health insurance, you buy a loaf of bread in Kuala, you pay national health insurance. Yet, donors are putting money into this national health insurance, but you guys are just looting the money, and people go to hospitals, you give them paracetamol. Why are you doing this to Ghana? Why? Why are you doing this to Ghana? Oh, don't you have heart? Don't you have compassion? Don't you have sympathy? Don't you have feelings for people? It is sad. And you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
For say dear, yenam top connect so emani sika de bagana if we yasia fanani na yenchia kapre. Ane aye free. Top connect amasika mani aye mrekra. Ye uhia ne se wo download with Top Connect app no e Play Store. Diama wo Android phone. And as we use iPhone so or Apple Store na download the Top Connect. Aye simple kra. Top Connect wa manda radio num so wo Europe, North America and Asia. Woman wo dofu sika fa Top Connect so aye na emre na mawa hoto swonso sese die sika manye di foforo kra any Top Connect so we yan chechemu bia fra Top Connect e wo +442 081 6155 and a +442 081 761 600 +447 882 950 088 and nasa hwehwe Top Connect e wa befontin tafidie nyina so Top Connect fasika mane wa dofo asumdiem a untia kapre Top Connect yenso ye die
Sabe pepe na no kre na ebeka nyame na ye nyina ye sum no nyame no da so otiso o na so ahwe yi na nyina ye sesi a wo kasa bia ya se udi na natem wo kasa nema bo ya ya se udi na natem asema muka enye enfata because sesi a kroma ye nyina ye hu kire
sabe pepe
mu policy mu so ko policy bo fa ndisi ya bibi amu bo ya krono kra still mu kasa ye hu kire mi amiti aso mi hu kire mu journalist fo kra mu hu kire mu sesi a yesi ukasa bia yesi udi na nata
yesi na mama ya kromfo
mama na mu ka kire yesi o ya kromfo mu journalist for near before mu si mahama ya kromfo so ko mahama mu boni di se so ko mahama
no corrupt
incompetent mu si o ya tani because on nipa onye nipa onye certificate onye nipa first mahama ta na eton ya friend sardine 3 cd ene na na do amamo kankan ti ya 11 cd mutiri su mo
breaking the 8
sesi sata baby amiti mi kwa class series ene 28 cd mo breaking 8 mutiri su mo breaking 8 uba hanuma besode na mi ton 5 cd ton 5 cd before me chuchi mi si 6 cd sesi ya ton 18 19 mutiri su mo breaking the 8 sesi uba hanuma part na mi girlfriend ya ton 3 cd 35 ene 20 cd mo breaking 8 mutiri su sesi uba hanuma na ya ko na to cement 25 cd and no buy 85 cd musi mo ba break here mu di ya di na na ta mo triso mo ba break here sesi a ba pure water na 10% sesi a 50% mo ba break here mo triso sesi a ba hanuma na to ya friend say
gari
mo ya chichi na 20% na 50% sesi a 3 cd 2 cd mo ba break here mo triso mo ba break here mo break ko and ya friend say
KK 1 cd 50%
1 cd 50% sesi a 4 cd 5 cd mo triso
se break here
sesi a na ya mo na baby mama ta mama Musa ya krofo so ko incompetent mama na ya to 3 cd c'est ça en milk ya 3 cd 12 cd mutriso incompetent man na 3 cd na na obo ni humbo de kra 3 cd 12 cd
onu po ka se oba ba be ti so be 3 cd
mu so ya tesika mu ahun ti ya nemu na so bi antimi kasa mimi akase ba mi ka bo ba chi na mo ko bu mi fa mi mu bu me na o tre mu
sa wo de nkwan beto amaka na ye die
mu bu mi
sabe
fa mu chi na mu bu mi c'est ça oba han ma he na mi yire okobo ni ti na etete ga c'est ça ya 2 million 1.5 aden ede
amoboni abenkwan
first minimi yire ne mi matu ye no abekwa ye timi 35 cedi na de no abekwa and abekwa ye 1.5 ada
ye de wa kom nyina ye amamo fu kanka
say 1 in 1 na me timi bo did was so nko na me de adama bo aduma sa ada ma trust there chisa ma drago vitanopa ekoba nyima onya se to petrol na scanning na who can ya se udina na tem
o ka se break day
say first milo 50 pesos 1 cedi and then 6 milo 3 cedi 4 cedi aden amomo be no amomo fu kan be mo wa chichi mi na mu koku mi ya blame
e be ye se obewu kra posini sa
NFM Radio. NFM Radio.
‘Yan uwana mutanen NDC da ke United Kingdom da Ireland chapter, ina roƙon ku har wa yau ku vote ku ba chairman Akwa. Shi kada ne wanda in Allah ya yarda ya win ya zama chairman zai kawo welfare program da zai taimaka muku ya taimaka ma party mu. Daga cikin wannan welfare program dukkan memba da ke neman taimako lokacin da ya shiga cikin masuwa abin da ya kama daga 50 pounds zuwa 400 pounds welfare program na ya tabbatar a baka a taimaka maka in Allah ya maka dalili ka biya wannan kudi. Bayan haka kuma dukkan memba da ke neman wani taimako sha'anin batun takardun shi ko wurin zama ya ajiye manya da lauyoyi da kowane lokaci kake neman advice ko kake neman wani lawyer da zai taimaka maka akan batun sha'anin zamanka a ƙasar United Kingdom shi kuma su bi bayan ka su taimaka maka su saya maka ka biya wani abu kadan da yake in ka je waje zaka doki lawyer ba da ka same shi haka nan ba. Muna rokonka memban NDC da ke United Kingdom ko Ireland in lokacin vote ya kai ka vote ka ba Chairman Akwa shi kare ne wanda yake zai taimaka ma fatin mu a lokacin da muke ciki. Wannan shine sanarwa ko wannan shine abin da muke roko ku taimaka mishi Allah kuma ya taimaka mu duka gaba daya Allah ba mu nasara. Mun gode muku da kuka saurare mu. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
I've said it and I'll repeat it again. Those who are coming to this administration thinking that it's an avenue for making a lot of money are going to be disappointed. They better go to the private sector. That is where people make money, not in government.
NFM Radio.
The Fire will burn you show. Look, I have to always give this what do we call it, disclaimer that fire definitely isn't going to burn anybody. In reality, everything is nice and beautiful. No one wants any fire to burn or destroy anybody at all. I always take the opportunity to try to educate and tell everyone who will listen that try and make sure, especially when you are connecting electrical fittings at home, make sure that when you have the electrical plugs fitting, if the whole plug should take about let's say 4 or 3 or 2 or 6, make sure you do that. Don't take more than necessary. So I can see that Kwesi is there. Chairman came, but I think he has disappeared again, or is he still there? Right, Chairman, if you are there, can I say hello to you? Chairman, can you hear me? Hello, Chairman, can you hear me? We are trying to get in contact with Chairman Asiedu Nketiah. This was the thing that was doing yesterday. If you can push it and pull it back in again. Yeah. Hello, Chairman, can you hear me? Mr. Kwesiakwa, can you hear me? Kwesi, you say you can hear me, right?
On the phone, not on the Zoom.
Okay. Right. My engineer will sort it out. So, Wi-Fi, I think. Yeah. Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, so Mr. I'm on the phone. General is saying it's ready, so I can hear you on the phone. Try and check your Zoom.
General, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Brilliant.
Loud and clear.
Brilliant. Now we are there. Now you are talking. As English people say, we are cooking on gas. We are cooking on gas. No more firewood or chalk or anything. Mouse. You want mouse? Take your mouse. Thank you. Right. So, General, right here, we can the Befrafra. Bruni say, Akwaba. Ghana also say, welcome, General.
Thank you very much. That's it.
A few time, you as chairman of NDC, you share that anyone kasa on official basis. And the person can say, congratulations. I mean, with all this past month, but still I have to congratulate you from the portal of NFM. And, we wish you all the best in your endeavor, Chairman.
And that's it.
Very good. Chairman, you go straight to the point. Now, Mimbusa said, after your election within the NDC itself, when you were elected, and then after which some changes were made, obviously, naturally, some people were going to feel their noses have been put somewhere they didn't like. It's natural. Some people will not be happy. My first question is, General, what to me, have you brought all, arguing and those people who are not very happy, have you brought people back to the fold? Say, relatively, as mudri ewo mumuana.
Yo, me that's it. I met me say, Sabre dear, Ubia Tiasia or Najuma. Akunyadibia in so, and say, who could post 7 previous Tiafiso and a Kurana, a bad sense, a cry, a bar, a bedika ma shock kakra. Now, Sabre, I can say, dear, say, Ubia accept changes and tea. It will actually be actually until be refocus on the Ebaya party no ebet me anya victory. Nti bet me aka say bibia da ne kwam.
Obi be ka say the buy no amosi say mu ni ada there man crofo bi dwa like kakra mean ye use street language. En crofo bi dwa like kakra no. Edu baby no bi mu say oh Encrophobia tumbra pa say ke yetwe omo aso. Bronis be say sometimes if you let the sleeping dogs lie and now say obi a ofu say wafumu no wate ne ho ase na obe follow line they are going to toe the line, then so be it. Hina NDC for mugina say omo a ofu say sa time no I say nioma bi omo anye ne ye o parliament kakra mo be twe omo aso ana say mo di hu nkomo na bibia akoto din.
Oh, I'm say bibia kotodi na ajuma obetimi ayama party I say etwe waso no na a form specific clause be or party constitution mo eno nti ewom said the see no enye obia na ye ne de but na specific clause be social the party constitution mo obia form say ye be jina so atwena so na say we de no beche no nti ya kama eno atwa nti ye hwe anim
ayo ye yi ho free ho no ye mbra baby a ye gina ewo say ya to aba na obie nya ne numbers mu de 137 bi mu so 137 still no it is aba na Ghana for 2020 no it is parliament de monte mo ho ase sila manso ba ho Mr. Jachi question the case at the same time I say mo MPs for no mo call parliament e ko ye adwuma at the same time politics demand say say mo so mu gina ho pintin say hey yempre mamo fa ye ni mu sisi form how are you balancing sa more action say mu follow mu nimpa Jachi question however right and I say bia emrano and I say logically no more ya ade fata as against the fact say ejuma so say koso parliament no entumi nkoso. How do you answer this to Ghanaians? Because after all person be Ghana for so Ghanaians would like to know how they are benefiting or not at this particular moment from NDC.
Yo, me that's it. Me say constitution no e share and say o member pa bia unu say bibi enkoyie no say original na ukasa ana woye de ubetimi a saade no ebeye enunti constitution provide say democracy mu no say nipa yasumu nipa innocent until proven guilty say obia yenjeji obia until say mra abunifo NFM we must be equal before the law. Constitution no frown on selective justice. Enunti as an ordinary citizen and a member of parliament, but be our better say ne yebi eya baimu ne ye ana otumfo foforo bi ne ye ebu saa nhyehyɛ so no ɛsɛ wo original na hoko etia enunti wo ye member of parliament ya enye wadwuma nko an se wo kɔtena parliament ya kasa se bibi wo hɔ a ubetimi aye to da bia mutimi aye kyerɛ etia ne mabɔne a ekoso enunum nyina ye part of member of parliament na dwuma enunti aye Jachi question case so nim say NDC MP for bebre ena ya twe wo mo agina court na emubia ni ho a ye de no court a MPs no original say ye show solidarity edinachi ubisa say what is special about Jachi question case no Jachi question case the special I say from A to Z ya unu say eye asisi any to me body bi ena aban no asori agina so odidi Jachi question enye normal process of prosecution you wouldn't say your persecution if we say court to our akogina president ya oti akonwa so kura aba be ka say ye di no ko prison e say ye mu anipa no fokura no president ya jeje ena efri ho niema ekoso wo court nyina e kire say the president ya kanu na omudi so na say no na omudi so dia na say it is no longer about fair process before the law until the by force so ya dia by force na edihia okwai enunti na yenso ehwa bi hia say ya adapt other means of ensuring say nipa na ye tete no ye nya kwai entity no biem enunti na MPs no e declare say da bia da Jachi question ebe court no wo mo bedi na chi akokot enti wo bisa me Jachi question asem no na sa na tie ebi say Yanti be that say criminal case bia, however serious it is. Say court to declare say obey daily sitting. Daily sitting and quiet murder case. The biggest and most serious case under our democracy. Subversion. Ya chibinumu a charge womu subversion. Say womu bitu abayegu. Womu yedi womu akojina court. Eno de womu ankasa mpo ena epre se charge yedi aba womu no enye papa. Eno nti womu pe daily hearing. Say the bear ebe kan sem no tentem na womu susu se wombenya womu fa ahudie. The same Attorney General Godfrey Odami say, "Oye too busy to be appearing in court daily, even on an issue of subversion." Now, yankan bin shemu the same Attorney General, and now what sorry abejina ho aka say, political case it say jachi question prosecution ye nyina anim say, eye persecution, and no de we say there be albania kwai akokot. And everything about the prosecution here irregular. And na nim di fo bebre wo man mu a wo mu nyina ka say sa prosecution na hu hia. Enti aban kura ntwensan say yem prosecute sa case na hu nim faso. Ye di aban di be mu a eya asem, aban di fo a eya asem enti yan twin free ho. Eno kura omanti ase na omuguso. Eno nti yan de ya MPC na womo asijina ese da bia ede.
Yeah, I'm Chairman Johnson Asiedu Nketiah internet no freezy system no freezy or Ghana. So
You 138 MPC ewo MPP side. And NDC there 137. Parliament so unya majority a decision bia ni wa untimi take. Enunti se eba se NDC MPs no nyina nkwa adwuma. Na se MPs no epese womo ehwese womo aban beko yi a. Womo nyina akọ womo nyina akọ parliament ya. Womo timi transact business bia ese womo transact. Enunti se womo no MPs no mom na nkwa adwuma. Womo expect se NDC for na madia na womo timi nye womo adwuma. So you should know where the problem is. The problem no ne say yato abama MPs a omo majority of parliament. Now omo no ajai ye niema a ehia omo. Enti say NDC MPs so ko support omo nipa omo susu say no ya de ehia omo a. Na mo madwuma ntimi ankoso a. Ade na mumle mu MPs na mo di blame no be so NDC fo. Enti anya no kre obi obeka say absence of NDC MPs for parliament. Say MPP abaya juma biya no na onti de ekoso wa parliament na se.
I see. Enti on that particular issue no what can be say you people and maybe either personally and as a group no you feel say your colleague is being persecuted as you say.
Persecuted. Precisely.
I mean why is this happening and I say what proof have you legally and I say logically the nature say I say ya gang up against him nkrofo bi mpemwasem the na ekoso chechire mu kakra
but awunim bibi say nipa kwa akojira election say jachi question why bone a ya criminal in nature senka asem no yekobua no Supreme Court no anka beka say emani nyina bato no bi kura Supreme Court akobua asem say yensan ko conduct election odo so akofale a o conduct election it tells you say onye boni bia na temu a okofale so o conduct election MPP for suma nipa ama omo ba ye ho say ye best sanjachi question say onye a candidate dia o mun prosecute no. Ba jo utie hoye.
Ye tie papa.
Na se ye ka se onse nyina dia o mbe prosecute no. So what does it tell you? Say enya about say wa fom rawo. But it's about say young person obejina na nipa foforo obejina win seat na ma omo dia ene no onye boni bia young prosecute no. But so obejina dia o mbe prosecute no. So it tells you say it's not about obia breach law. It's about say ye person free parliament na ye nipa betena ho say won free ho dia ene ye be punish you. So that is what is happening.
I see.
And now Nana Akufo-Addo so-called campaign no so kan no nanum ton say ma omonto aba majachi question ne to man on dia o ko prison ya nto ama no dia na che say on ko prison o. It tells you say enye offense bia na omo ye they are purely doing their politics in court. Anything ya ka say on be politics no in court wa. Yes, we say nyina ye beto a omo court o me nyina de akoye politics no. Enunti ye see ye nkwa adwuma da bia amode no be court because or ye elected member of parliament. Some say momma ase no fufu nya representation. Ye ya offer say ye 137 no nyina no wo mo nya representation on that particular day. And that is what we are following through. Enunti it should not say MPP for MPC majuma na enunti womo abine programs intimi nkoso a ma womo mfa mesoa NDC for parliament ya womo nko
ye yi hone free hono na o kire se ye to abawie ye nyina enim nya se wo na o kire ye nyina enim se court cases be cause here and there. Techima hobe I mean mire fifi din no obetimi akaye kakra which is which where there are court cases and how is it going and also so far no sal that is you can say bibi lolobi central lolobi yes how far alateni beka how far now ekosu saying
Medase nyamencha de eyenura ena savlugu tamale nchen ho yeto abawie ye candidate ya wini modi asem akoya ni komu wo court say wa wini ye yensan koy recount ni ade court bua say wa wini I declare results no court. Court to bua no we enim say asa. Ye ho ayen kan bi nhemu. Na o man sign the assembly akoya ni komu say wo mo akofa etuo bi wo party office ba bi nti eye ono na de koto ho. Nti eno nso ye prosecute no for crime. Eno nso e court wa na nsane ne e na court no abua say onye boni bia ntwanto so enti omfa ne honkodi na since ya yeto ababesi nora no na da bia eno ani se o di court atranhwe eno free ho omusan di asem koya ye MP ba ko a ono so ewo elubo se ono so owo multiple citizenship and also ye komu be say afi eni akire court bebu a say asema omode aye ne komu no enye nokre enti omode enye nokre na omope wo ye hunu asem bia the say ye nya di asem ya komu ade tie bia udi bi mo udi fo yi say wada aje court ne ade na chese parliament no wuntimi nko no akoto aba ma NDC for om share da twitwa nsem bebre edigugu ye MP for so it is avlugu dey e wo ho elubo MP dey no no so wo ho eno pa ho a Colin Dauda ye de na ko gina court ato forcing ye de na ko gina court amse Kofi Amabua nipa bebre ne hunu se wo mo botaya ne se bibibia ye de be hawadwen a wonya kwan court na enko parliament na NDC for dodo so bete na o mo afa so aye de o mo pe ene ase a se mo pe se ye dodo so te de a ye nyina akura ye firi ho mo 138 no mo nko transe nye modwuma mo transe so amra bia ma mo kwan se mutimi ye adwuma no mane koso na the truth of the matter say mo nko fo no kura bibu afudie mo ye no eno ti wo mo so ma ena ma modwuma atosia mo de ha NDC fo adwen intimenia sa na tie ye hunu se institutions, state institutions, no, have all been weaponized. So dictator bia per se, or take control or capture state now, or weaponize state institutions, no. And until you see rule by law and not rule of law.
I see.
That's why you take law no as a tool of persecution. You weaponize the law and order. Now, what they had nipa. Instead, say, yeah, the law and order be protecting nipa. No, you weaponizing. Yeah, they working against nipa. And that is the battle we are fighting. And we hope, say, we will overcome. I'm a state institutions. No, I and Najuma are seeking to restrain power bearers. Say woman and institution no are designed to restrain them from abuse of power. And yes, institutions no are designed to weaken the citizens.
Sure.
Say the beya one more ekuta power no benya kwaya abuse power no to the extreme. That is not democracy.
Ayo. Chairman, Mamimbu Sao, before Mebu Sao on this particular issues, court cases in the Yebe traffic akrano. More your friend saying Zoom no sono. Please, if you have just joined, kindly turn off your microphone and also your video camera until such a time where may announce to say yes, mumbre mubia na mumbe busabi. Esa no anache say interference be every mu. What basi say no for those of you who have just tuned in. I'm speaking right now or having discussion. I won't call it interview. This is conversational with the chairman of NDC, Mr. Johnson Asiedu Nketiah. People have said that this is the fella who you would like to be in the trenches with. This is the fella you would like to be side by side on a battlefield. And so tonight he's here to explain, to tell us so many of these things happening. We hear it, but we in diaspora, we are at least very fortunate to say at least for tonight, we are hearing it directly from the very head, and that, from the top hierarchy. And that one, we say we are very grateful indeed. Chairman, Mamimbu Sao, so in all what is happening, one, Ekrofo Busa say, now say titi say you say parliamentarian be or no so or criminal case be a failing from even taking seat in the parliament. Other rumors be called around say Alaji Baumia Krano, Okuta passport, British passport, those things. Say your rumors Krano and Ekrofo Busa say it looks as if the more NDC for you are not active, like you are not interested, even though Obeka so near the Kokra be and but for politics, the politics of everything is very important. Dear in Yano, how do you answer people who are a bit skeptical about your so-called inactions? Say, Bobe pursue cases BR and ID parity about the ecosystem. And secondly, why do you think, say, after 2016, now do Giafrano or say, now Obia Green Senka, you'll be boom mine with some sort of fans and tiasiene enuadone asumudribi, but rather no broni because antagonistic since that day. I say you against them. Ye be bra mwase any ade. Ufu said the second question is Ufu said dientina amembo when another amembo koni say adentina. Oh yes sir.
Well, the first question first. Oh sir, Bibia obeyia no as I say, Wunya Butaenti awoye. Nobody acts without a purpose.
Sure.
And uteki action bia. Na se unim say purpose wa action no designed to achieve. Who achieve what? Don't waste your time on that. And until and now who say I thought that be a friend.
Chairman, me 1 second. Me pacho wa basuno lower the volume. Turn off your microphone, please. Turn off your microphone. Or, my producer will just switch you off. Kindly, be circumspect. Yeah, fantias here, Mr. Ramwa. Yeah, they are bremun so be ambraso, but yeah, restrict you be a best one dumwa. You bet me a year free so. Chairman, uncle.
All say, your BB, a friend, no instant justice. Say, Obi Bayadie, Fejetia, a review. Ese mompana bo at once near kuno. Ana ubi be bonibi na amanfo atwahia ese munya se mu obeye na yakuno. So unu say sa instant justice is no ba. The child ni say amanfo lose confidence in the judicial system. Enunti obi ya dia or share the right means here or the be achieve the objective. Research findings are documented. Over 80% of Ghanaians, they have no confidence in the judicial system in Ghana, particularly when it comes to matters concerning politics. And now, from empirical evidence, Unim said Nanado by 7 years in abandon phobia or political case biaso. Abandon for just even on one occasion on any political issue. Touching mind, SAF. You can say to a bar. The head checking the electoral commission are declared. And it's pin sheets, 100% pin sheets. Total no ubebo no anya total no say win deep follow. You 100% of the pin sheets ya yabo. Obianim diplomatic community the obianim anybody out in fear bia to me totally. I just say NDC MP win. Unim say I call to question ya say NDC MP no ya bunu for. Until where things are pretty obvious, say Okoha, unya justice. Why would you waste your time on those things? You don't waste your time. If you have another alternative means of achieving what you want here, you better apply that one, not to go to court and waste your time. And until those cases in Unyanano, Obia Niachino. The good thing is crime has no expiry date. And until say if there is evidence about those crimes here, a time will come when they will answer for it.
A time will come when they will answer for it. That is the last commenter. Mr. Johnson Asiedu Nketiah, he is the chairman of NDC, speaking all the way from Ghana. I don't know his locations, but I know he's in Ghana at the moment. You are listening to Mansa Musa. The program is Fire Obenu, not literally Fire Obenu, but Ahani Kano Krenani Jadim. And it is Waba, Wujna, your friend says Zoom no so dear Mr. Udumo microphone, Udumo video. Na Asumudiabem. Tune in the ultimate now out me be the full volume. Then you can watch and listen on Facebook and on YouTube. On Facebook is NFM Radio and on YouTube is New Face Media. Mansa Musa here in common also with chairman of the NDC. Now, story about Chima. One story, there are several of them, but we cannot. It looks as if Dubia ne Jem Manaka. Chairman, say ya tuaba na ya bonipa whatever number ya bomutu. Unfortunately, omo emprepra omo wu. Ebi kura ye infant say one girl is 14 years. I just said he was shot from the back. Sabi obia soja ye nyina yakobi pen no. Soja kura uko shooting people from the back no kura no etomra. And where we have somebody like Joe Wise, deputy speaker, it to me back say those people were criminals. You know, how do you reconcile with the fact say you people are still dealing with such a fellow? The question from me, Mansa Musa, say sometimes some way more harder than what it is. But then, Chairman, muna mukura munim dia moyo can be me about the fact is nipa 8 na ya bom tweko na obi kura no nkaso we de be hwehwem na mom osan be hye obi ebufo ahya werehɔ so mo ye omanboyfo criminals kura ne brofo ni bi ni twi ye kan say so mo ye ni papa dia na mo NDC for mo ya ebema rehiem say ochina bi no say mo wa ban mu a say nana muntumi dealing with these people you make sure say mistakes they happen nebo may happen you guys will deal with it differently. Tell us something, Chairman.
Yo mate actually the extent of impunity I will minum say it is no longer rule of law. It is no longer following democratic principles. But it's about minamu to me. Deɛ mepe bia meyɛ wabotu akunipa ema maako 7 na wɔn a wu no kra na wɔn fele ma wɔn abusuafoɔ na ɛte ase ebinom papanom ebinom nuanom ebinom mma na wakɔtena parliament ka sɛ wode ususu sɛ wɔn yɛ criminals ɛna yɛato bɔ ako ɛna na yɛntimi nyɛ obibi but I'm saying say crime has no expiry date. And nebrebe everybody will answer for the iniquities. Now, Obisa said then Sabre Bibia ni wa ebetimi because nipa ya bo mutuo no wo mo etutuo no kra aban ni wo mo onye wo mo hwe wo mo nenam ho na de ono akokasa akasa ye bo mutuo a ya bo na wo mo ye criminals ono ne ebe no bibi na woman woman de ekoso wo Ghana says our criminal enterprise ya ekoso ebi friend no say eye aban a ekoso no it's just like a criminal enterprise. When him say parliament ho na ye kan no kra no yakuma MP for mienu omenye NDC MPs o MPP MPs yakuma mienu aku soja major baako besi ne enkosi baabia ekokoto ne yesi computer yi woso autopsy report woso ayira na ayese concert sa 7 years BBNC and it tells you the nature of people in power. And we are in a moment of state capture. Our democracy is under siege. Now, as I say, every Ghanaian, are you ready? Now, rescue democracy no, in 2024. I say, Nipa binum in times like this, now they will be calling for coup d'etat, deben. 2 wrongs cannot constitute a good. And you know, say wrong could be nice here. They said they are happy with Niger. And now they see war Guinea. And say Abayo or Teso or block the chance of Nipano Yebesisano into the Tumi Atranso. Bad enough. Coup d'etat or no what declare the whole say, ma wa change constitution, why say or born home by transfer. I know you one coup d'etat.
Yes.
Albeit civilian. But soldiers who 2 hours go far or dia kutuno. And also a coup d'etat. And in the mere wrong. So OPM from so now so young from so. It doesn't correct citizens now more. And the soldier for be 2 abai guye. amamo citizens no manya right to choose your leaders yana? And the answer is no. It is a civilian no ordinary the right to choose your leaders no. Instead say ube use other means to make sure say mubenya right no to choose your leaders. Na mo propagate say obi meye coup d'etat. So ya ni ono so meye coup d'etat no. Nya na choose no. Ono so tu no wie no ka say wa transfer. He hasn't solved
the problem.
So ti ase. Enunti na ya fe say empire na ebo say obi nkofa tu say obeye experiment. Say obi tu ye democracy na gu. Ye be use democracy no a. Near the to abai no. Ebe protected democracy. So this our democracy has been tested for 7 years. Ya survival. We hope say 1 year na kanu ye be survival. Na democracy na nkasa ebe cleansing ho. Ama.
Chairman, in fact, this particular the case of democracy vis-a-vis a military coup and then now can see me they call last minute. But what's there? Ghana for Asiedu Nketiah say to prove we the doubting Thomases say no and say what choices have citizens got if say buy no or say civilian democracy no omunya their citizens no omupe citizens no so person mutu omo aban be ye ekwan bia se ne be boni patuo so omo be ma bribe odi on be ye bia no musi so enti what choice have the citizens got and nti na ma ye mu bi no bia na we are wrong but we feel say
bia na mu bo afu mostly so
enti no asudie de woji to mu say da musu say to prove to especially the rest of West Africa the world say we there no democracy no can overcome such impediments, such problems,
Exactly.
Do you think my question is the onus is on you guys to make sure that you prove we the doubting Thomases prove us wrong?
Say framing no a little bit wrong. Say Asiedu you guys so.
Ghana for so say Ghana for making sure say
Greenland
Is it usually me no get questions usually me no get questions
I say Asiedu yes so including you
okay
say every Ghanaian, every one of the 30 million Ghanaians Asiedu say it will protect your democracy near use democracy to cleanse itself.
Sure.
And there are other options, mass actions, making the system ungovernable, Ubia oye to training or no ankasa sorry aja kunyano without a coup d'etat. And insisting the right means here. Yebe faswa say election because so properly so. And also there are several array of measures here. Yebe to me adapt so long as every Ghanaian understands say our democracy is under siege and we don't have any better alternative to run this country than democracy. Into ensuring protected democracy. It can be done without a coup d'etat.
I see. And the chairman some na mo kan say e kasa no na say ye no a ye dwin say citizens need choices that one we have been answered and we are grateful to that. Chairman, yenko mo opponent the ruling party MPP for so if you put yourself in their shoes at the moment Mr. Alan Chemantin the first few comments or see we don't have a message. Now, do I to say, I don't know, maybe they've got a message now. But me to make us have a vision near the way the Canada call Japan there and you offer a incano to be a friend brain gun and we load a rapid fire and all fire the gum. Say Muna more situation what must say how do you think say almost still almost feel say they can actually win the hearts of Ghanaians? dear Nebetimi, what is influencing that thinking? Say they have to go through all this and that they can still win to break the 8. Who is saying when I'm experience or politicism?
One more source of confidence, and they say they've been able to pull through an election they didn't win. Until they still believe, we say, they can still continue rigging elections and determining who will be in power. I don't know one source of confidence. And until say leak tape will be a buy about IGP no South here. Even they have made the top hierarchy of the security services believe say the best way to perform your job as an IGP is to make sure say the will of the sitting government, whether it goes against the interests of the state or not, the will of the sitting president must prevail. And until IGP be etiho now ensure say there will be fairness in the system. The interests of the state will prevail over the interests of an incumbent government here. That IGP has not done his work and he must be removed. And until thinking top hierarchy of MPP, top hierarchy of a lot of the state institutions, and they say they are no longer acting to protect the interests of the state. They are acting to protect the interests of the sitting and incumbent government, whether that coincides with the state's interests or not. That is it. And they believe, say, they've been able to compromise electoral commission. On the election be about free and fair. That's how they describe elections. Free elections, HSA, Yekoto Abanu without intimidation, without violence, Ubibia or qualifies or to Ababia Nyankwan Koto number. So the atmosphere was free and nobody forced anybody. Everybody who is entitled to vote had the opportunity to go and vote. And nobody who is qualified to vote was fiscally prevented from voting. And then you say election no ye free. And then say, oh, IGP, I bet me create a security situation and yet safe for a certain class of people to go and cast their ballot. The election cannot be described as free. And then Obiti Babino Oka say, the police have no control over who wins elections. They don't understand what elections is about at all. And then they believe, say, with their power to appoint an IGP, they will get the IGP who will create a security situation that makes it impossible for their opponents to win elections. So that is part of the source of their confidence. The fairness of the process, about the work of Electoral Commission. And there too, they have captured the leadership of the Electoral Commission to an extent to say, they appointed active members of MPP to positions in the Electoral Commission. What is a Yakobo Ball? Na Yako select captain Bako, team Bako captain say, or no be referee. And yet that is what is happening at the Electoral Commission. Nobody seems to care. Say, Obekaya, Nansaya Omo appointee an active member of MPP at a point in time, or coordinator of Womo campaigns in Branhafu, wa occupy a position as Womo director of IT in Manema. In spite of all this, Yako pointing, or sitting communicator, or call radio, so daily, echo defending MPP positions. Now, Nana Kufuado Angry Win, and Wako nominating and say, what do you call it? Vice Chairman of Electoral Commission. Now, ye can want some, ye raise the issue, say, well, this appointment per the Constitution are done by the President in consultation with the Council of State. Yesheda established the institution of Council of State. I be quasi second chamber be say issues wa what they call parliament here. Enye because of the partisan nature of parliament, no. Ye de beko na penifo advise president on. Ebi to say appointment of Supreme Court judges, appointment of heads of Shiraj, nominate all those institutions, appointment of commissioners. Yemfama Omuna, the Council of State is made up of retired, Chief Justice, Okaho, President of the National House of Chiefs, Okaho, and many other distinguished personalities were country no more. You believe we say by the nature of woman accomplishment, woman surohi, woman beka no kure, woman acquire enormous experience. Say issue be about woman the level-headedness. Ebe advise president na manaye. Anything ye create Council of State. And the appointment of electoral commissioners are done with the advice of the Electoral Commission. Now, yako appointed clearly partisan person say onkonkoye deputy chairperson of Electoral Commission. So yeah, a letter from NDC signed by me, and the command Council of State say, anya bia ye pese ebisa wo mo na ye de sa deputy chairperson no ne profile positions ya wa hold wo MPP mu ye de ni nyina attach ye na ye de ko bisa Council of State say anya bia ye simuntu president fo na on appoint independent umpire of our elections. Enti muni we nyina na ana den search na moye ya moko appointee clearly partisan person say onu na enkoye referee for the elections. Ewa na o ma twa letter bre say wo mo de adwuma wo mo ye no wo mo check obi a background. Uti oye
ye tie opa
wo mo check obi a background de wo mo ya ne say ye check nipa no CV wako school wo ha enti ni qualification ni o de toto de ehia say obenya na de aye electoral commission chairperson or qualify enti say dem party no adwan ni de no aye pay o ye kromfo o ni papa paul CV no na homo de ehwe and they replied to us letter no ho mi wi a me forward the copy de abro. Enti dano me papa namsi is that how low our democracy has sunk? So people like members of the Council of State, they have stopped thinking. Say the adjuma say amo say kokoya o be head na fu anima ka say we dey onye background check bia CV na ohwe na masa se CV nkwa na ehwe a senka yeto computer credit si ho se ye be ya appointment ya yemfidi the requirements of the job yemfidi nipa no CV mfantum na yenhwe se or qualified ya na yen appoint no anka eka bebrebe ya ye boy a ye tuatua Council of State foka ebi kura ye the end of service benefit kura ma obi to gba fe de say or reject end of service benefit say adwuma na o ye no kura osusu say unqualified for seska no monye eno kura hwe ho atem didie na say adwuma we na moye say ese mo advice me appoint nipa wo si ni CV nko na ohwe enti yatete o man mu ha obi di ni CV beba a oye kromfo na yebeka se okuta law degree nti ye nhwe se oye kromfo ana di adwuma no aye enu nti ye mfa no koye chief justice ana ye mfa no koye electoral commissioner ana se si ame no ka sei se kire bi magaya adwuma yi na me ka se mpese me ye chairman of electoral commission according to Council of State for one description here. BBB and Simi Kwayo because Obi and Korese na me NDC chairman. 18% me chairman of electoral commission. Quite the house in Konkoye. Is that how low our democracy has come?
Chairman, sorry, we can't
Ejina said they believe they have captured all the institutions that matter.
In fact, Chairman, we are magic and so we are magic. We can boost about state capture and I can't wear the no. But before we boost our next question, Chairman Pacho, pension we don't a chroma de so have a sip of a cup of tea and a coffee. Quickly, this advert, 45 seconds. Young family Tremuna, just 45 seconds.
Mate.
For say dear, yenam top connect so emanisika de bagana if we asia fananyina yenchia kapre. Ane aye free. Top connect amasika manye ayem rekra. Ye wuhiane se wo download it with Top Connect app no e Play Store. Diama wo Android phone. Anasa we use iPhone so ko Apple Store na download the Top Connect. Aye simple kra. Top Connect wa mind radio num so wo Europe, North America and Asia. Woman wo dofu sika fa Top Connect so aye tem na emre na mawa hoto swonso sese die sika manye di foforo kra any Top Connect so we yan chechemu bia free Top Connect e wo +442 081 6155 and a +442 081 761 600 +447 882 950 088 and nasa hwehwe Top Connect e wa befontin tafidie nyina so Top Connect fasika mane wa dofo asumjemu a wontia kapre Top Connect yensu ye dienie
NFM Radio.
Right, if just tuned in or you've just joined us, you are welcome. Well, I'm speaking with the formidable one. Now they call themselves the competent ones. In fact, the other week, if you remember, I spoke to Mr. Seth Tekwe. Now his people are calling them the competent one. He outlined, elaborated, explained all the technicalities. In fact, Mr. Tekwe is less political. He's fully technical, and all his messages, is geared straight to the point, as should be said. Tonight, though, the chief politician, Johnson Asiedu Nketiah, he's the chairman of NDC, is with us, and we are back on the field of play to resume another bout of lively discussion. Chairman, Mimbusa NPP flag bearers for one sem. The straight question will be, which of them, how do you rate them individually as against Momo flag bearer individually? Because anytime people are saying, na maybe Trobi be say, Ubiti say, Cabinet Japan, or you clean, or you fresh, or you young, or no, na NPP for tomorrow. And din answer, and Obidi ba say, hey, say no din some money be okufa baemu, and I say upakobu sanu say omo keka and he say me no my confused say how do you rate them? Yeah, ubechi achire mu the omo hin na ufu say okura cheso gina ne nice wa say mo ka say quietly and secretly no musuro no kakra can we be kire ni enti
yo me da seminia as the entia afi wo mo election no onte menka wo mukra mashada na mamia mano meme ko kan samba ko pa eji rastaman wa throw one stone eti ana me mai di timbabi wa no wa enkote atuja ha hai eti wo mu nipa na wo mo mfa no mra ebre bi aba betwam about 15-20 years ago. And I make a say a cromfo doing so. And now Moko Kushia na ye cromfo penny. And no, a man for ebe yam me passa say Mankasa ye Mankasetia MPP ebisi makasa tia we ebisi farming court farming ko he mbacho sa statement no se wadi akira so nim se sa tam na na o mu 17 na o mu kope ba ko ndi animu no
Yeah.
o mu ko e so nim se na do na wini
Yes.
and they say na Ghana for everything anado in terms of corruption. Ono ne special prosecutor or appointee no oba out openly because said Nanado a master serpent of corruption.
I'm sorry, say more than mom. Just ne mami.
A mother serpent of corruption. Enti enone krofutachi amwana ameka no be 20 years ago no. The difference in say Samekai ena mudi matem ena beba mu. Sesia corruption atu atisa am say ebe kakra no ji say ebe corruption league table say na otwibia ni minister corruption scandal ban so ya bosome ni ebua na ya san ya bosome ni ebua if say corruption scandals no yet too many to talk about there be a ebiba enunti eneya wo mu kwa akoye sese de se o mu ye nipadu mende mamia no na mehwe wo mu we are afede e dey say Nana Akufo-Addo no wakoye sebe akwala bia waja ne nan wo ka mu a ne maame achichire ena kromfo bia befa onim se wanya boa bia sika wo mu a okwa akubia enti ode ko ya o sani mu no se he na memfa pa o nya enti wo mu hu ba bia emfa Nana Akufo-Addo nto biem all the 10 obi apeso odwane free ne ho actually say they themselves are ashamed to associate with Nana Akufo-Addo record. Na record wa mode ba be gina so aye eyi no mu nyina mu dwane afiri ho. Na de be na mode be campaign. Meti Canada Japan say o ka say na wo mu ye kromfo wo mu ye say na me kan no kra me. Mu misa Canada Japan say niema na wo mu ye ni fraudulent deals no nyina wo be pass through parliament no. Onkan one there oto abatia and now buying position in parliament ni enka say we dey omo ye no original cassette yawo anything na US any other places no the record of your votes are kept natural bibia na ye achrew enti say the America ba na watu aba ama America wasori akasa defend na newo pe vote wako jambo tin say America deal enye papa ye de ayaba the say the electricity company PDS ba
PDS yeah
mona musori gina parliament defend ye to abama no and newo be gina ho aka say wo mo ye corrupt because of PDS na wo him na to aba fae so all of them they voted. Those who are in cabinet approved it in cabinet before it came. Those who are in parliament approved all the wrong deals in parliament through their voting. And how do you now run away from the consequences? Untimi. And unti me my say me assess you bia. They be who say ubia mi wa cassette ya by no ubia so peso Nana Akufo-Addo obo anu no wini enti omo akoye akwatafodu ena womo pe Yesu na attention
I see
enti osa womo nyina yade no ba akopa na beda na se
I see
enti e hwese after election no de obeba beda na se no na onu na ye nipa any power better than Akufo-Addo.
Right.
Intimate. I'm not going to do any assessment.
Right. You. That's enough. My questions, Bebre, but almost Busabi was screen, so no, more for Mansa Musa ask our question for us now. And number one, or say, I don't know, sir, what can we want some or say? Please add your name so that at least I can mention names if you have to. I'll say, what steps are we NDC going to take to ensure that the EC, albeit stuffed with NPP partisans, will not be able to rig the 2024 election? And number two, or say, are we NDC going to recruit and train serious NDC persons to effectively manage election 2024 affairs and all related documentations? First two questions here.
But any questions here no publicly.
Okay.
Because now Kochira strategy say win a me. I said no opponent, but who they obey. We can only
General, obvious say Baum is move train. I mean the question is obvious move training Crawford. Where I know it just stay secret.
Guarantee I the man on say but be a mistake be about pay no we are correcting those.
Fair enough. Producer be obium. Okay. So I think you have answered the question is answered. Please add your name next time. Now, Yembra governance. What kind of corruption? People have lost hope over fight or no fight against corruption, fight or no fight against Galamsey. All this is corruption. I mean, all these things. Fixing of your friends saying favorable people in positions, giving appointment to journalists here and there. All these things come under corruption. Now, what can you know about is governance? Look, people are saying there are people, genuinely people, some neutrals. I will say I can give it to them, say they are neutrals, they are confused. NDC, MPP, they are same. But most of them are rather disgruntled, I can say disgruntled NPP, disappointed NPP people. They are saying that MPP, NDC, they are the same. This particular governance, given the chance, Brony Becker said, will you people come and continue like this? Or you will change? Obibe who say you're different. Bibiti say, Sabi Mansa Musa me betina ho na me tietie mugu muso a mom kase yembe chimintata me eni ade okay, some people can take the law into their hands be on ba din somebody, but mo breso ebisi fair enough, but said dia ekoso ya usrosi ebekun eni ade no. Are you going to assure Ghanaians to say your governance is going to be any different from what we are seeing now?
Medase when we the man for crown read the testimony no obia nipa bi no man na MPP for omo fair minded crown, they themselves are speaking up say NDC will not go this low and untino yeba na ya meye anything different from what is happening now. We have no business being in government because Anthony Kase yeba on a rescue mission. O minor couldn't send memu babia. Say yan sorry anye o minor. The air kononye. And until we are calling not on NDC people alone, but we are calling on MPP members. Say MPP amambo kra ya hunu be paid. It is not as bad as this one. President Kufuor Mamuo no ya MPP Mamuo. We disagreed with them, but any type is not as bad as this. Enti obia oya objective observer kura within MPP no be who say the air course no ye completely uncharacteristic of MPP. And enti Brason say democracy loving Ghanaians no ye can boom near rescue nation no from the clutches of Sa Ganglia, one more capture nation. The nation is under capture now. In Tiaba power, first, we must act to free all the institutions of governance. Now, Monya quite play one more role. Democracy is not about strong people. It's about strong institutions. It is a obi sorry no wabe capture institutions no a weaken one more. You cannot have a genuine democracy. And the first assignment is to free democratic institutions. Now you page those institutions. Now more ever back to one more winning ways. Now multimedia kukudro. Correct by no when government goes wrong. And there is something that must happen. We have problems.
NFM Radio.
Security sector, recruitment, like security sector is under capture. The type of judges here, appointed these days, and the rush with which they have been appointed, they are doing, and no, they feed into some perception, no say Ghana for they are losing confidence in our judiciary. No, some work must be done along those lines, and then electoral commission, some work must be done along those lines. Even Parliament as an institution, there are a lot of reforms that must happen there, and many other things. One more allocating natural resources. One more award state contracts. All these people have been compromised. And until we need serious institutional, cleansing. And
Chairman, question kakra say, how are you going to do this? And he say, no, mo be correct or you are going to revert or recalibrate whatever words you use. Be ma institutions no ejina or mujina be which is good. Question is how do we do this? And he said, take judges or the Supreme Court more going in no judiciary. Sebasa mo ma ba mo no mu nyina go so yes remo say dey be gina pintin. Do you leave them and see how they act? Bema mo grassroots ebega line. And now say, will you chase them away and bring somebody new or some people new, which other people are going to say, almost the almost favorite. How do you do this?
There are ways of doing this worldwide. Now this program is too short for such detailed elaboration. Say, police for nefa omo dada. You establish procedures here. You defer police for which are known. Judges for nefa omo dada. You establish procedures here. You faso. Defer omo. And these procedures no are not flouted there. Anka unkonya results wa warped. And until you go back to the procedures, you should be able to find out who and who was recruited outside the established procedures. Okay.
Yeah. Fair enough. Now, still on governance, you know. Then can person me test the question, but once I say, from 7 p.m. Ghana time to something. How long realistically no bet me at Nasi?
Oh, menyana inti na about 8 me boa. Maybe another 30 minutes or 40 minutes.
Very good. Thank you. So twaso no Obi Busa say hopefully it will be very well now. Say 2024. You have to put up a serious fight. Say a physical fight, a literal fight. A serious effort, especially in Ashanti, particularly in Kumasi. Now, the questions are you prepared or preparing to do that?
Medasi, but again, answer me discussing my strategy publicly. And then my kind of short to say. But
your people should be rest assured, say, you guys are going to put up a good fight everywhere.
They will see it in our footprints.
Okay.
They will appreciate it. Say, Tama, changes in parliament. Not everybody agreed with us. Make I say, in the heat of Asiedu Nketiah by UK, and so there were a lot of questions around it. I believe, say, those who had those questions, have had serious change of mind because they are seeing the effectiveness of the change. And I always prefer, say, Mayor Jumano, no I heard record rather than say, maybe second Baumia promising everything. Now intimate deliver on anything. And they should give us one more support, one more confidence. But BPR and Juma BIA no data driven.
Sure.
Into a BBIA no research first. Research no guide as to how to proceed. Temo ye beko asin nofi. Now outsiders be including our party supporters say asin nof their walkover. Asin nof their walkover. Ye kwaku winiamba. You know, sir, the first baseline survey I know, we were trailing at 41%. Now MPP lead by 57%. And the data, the research.
That much I can concur. Say, make I say info analytica. I have bring me the same sort of provide here. Said this were the figures. It was going against the
precisely.
Yeah.
And we were guided. Say, and a challenge we were. If you do this thing here, you get this results. If you do this thing here, you get this results. And I actually intervene on those areas here. We identify your shortcomings. That is how we're able to turn the results round. Say, rather in the end, call emerge close to 58%. Now, 42%. And until we be we focus, we planning, correct. Because Osaji Fukwame Nkrumah say organization decides everything.
Sure.
And then election yet chobo some peace. Who say as enough? One of the few elections I want to say a final rally be a domano in a big rally to show our force. Someone to say BBBS. But the results came. And we don't discuss our strategy publicly. But we can assure our supporters, when we hear a track record, now Munya say we will deliver.
Very good indeed. Now, still on specifics. I don't know, honestly speaking, I don't know where to start. Sebia, Kelly, GVG,
Cecilia da Prada.
Oh, and the latest. Then Mary, Afe, Japa, our Bakash for seat. Just more Ghana bebre antis asemi, but I want to bridge him say, Assembly your friend is saying Belgium. Belgium administration government in the Ghana government from banking because some money laundering. All these things have been happening. Such as and first, what is corruption? Sikariani and then a secret ferry womb. Yechiwa na weni mwegwase. Now it has become a commonplace. It is going on and on. But first specifics we say, apart from the American PDS near the day in Skabio why boss I see some I think 2018, 19 or 20 thereabout. Because Miami New Kuma Kevin Taylor mentioned this. Oh, Bian Fanya Kevin Dio Kasaba had near 52 billion cedis be so that time would the bad dollars more over $10 billion. You see, from one bank to the other, oh, now you see a koku baby, obi enim baby wo. Aye dinche say no one is talking about it. Then Auditor General's report, ubeti say 12 billion bi wa ha. 2 billion bi wo ha. Your friends say ye for COVID funds. Just say sikaka say big amounts of monies. My question is more pressure mo be ba bemu. Obekase first you should be very afraid. Sir, there's no way you people are going to be able to manage this until say mo bet me assure Ghana for say hey first no mo buy emosio asomodwe obia mfa asomodwe ntina. But this time, to get peace, you need to do a lot of justice within everything. How will you assure Ghanaians say, Muba, Sasi Kang, Nketiah, but Adiama Bubosui, you people will at least make the effort, make the big effort to at least get some back to Ghanaians. Tell Ghanaians how you guys are going to do that. Whether it's in your friends your just a more plan manifesto a idea more real power and I say kukwasa oh the one did the ending ko bena ibubu akamuno. What do you tell Ghanaians about this thing?
You me that once a governance you better Obama wa your friend be social contract say NYS mama me to me na mo de mamia we nam de beye. And we are getting there campaign no hit up no. The Ghana 4% ye no. It will show. Yes we do just that. But and say ye shas ye na ye ro nipa.
Adentia. And what they make us outside Adentia. Sir, who can't say Mammy and saying, me yasa mincha no nidium. Mammy and say, oh, ye, me yappy, reality. Means I can't know my friend, me in a crack aside also, me nyabo treman, a yauni Mansa Musa, me who I'm present no casa. Oh, on no can the pain say, hey, those monies stolen, those people go to jail. Chairman, these are the comments, the words your people want to hear. Ghanaians want to hear. Why are you guys not saying that?
The chair say, order from no bikuta daga jina also. What's the word they try me? Sorry, I'm chouti. Obama kwa mo sorry. You. No beku from ho. Itina mi busawi. And we didn't make a say. What the Dicrobe here, and yet the bedding and dear.
Right.
Jagana 4 people say, and they say, a memoir from no womb yempe. It is a see a bamum farm mine, I obey a more different here. The answer is pretty obvious. And sasa unam na una chobe that ochina ibeku yo yaba yabechi yo yaba yabe yo no. And it doesn't prove anything. But the yes will say Ghana for first night himself obi pa dia kokotoko yini na bro. And until obi ko share abamu no yobusuani kura no. What expectation is so baby cannot be abafie.
Sure.
But says ya no. Nanado amamu ya me hu say obi wiade now say oh pebibia bakotoko pebibia bakotoko. Ebe buda ya mu nyina mutimu no. Kotoko ho no onya kwa mfa nkoduru ho. Na mu nyina nsu afam. Enu ntino corruption anywhere no affect your standard of living everywhere. Enti obia na dwen so kokko wiade a mibusuani kwa aban no ko wiade ba wayade a ni effect ne say oman no yentimi ntua ye ka ahoche bebrebe aba bedo kro ye ni. In fact omo abusuafo awie sika guda mu kra no e na omo ntimi nya kwan a omo befa so abo sika no ho ban a no so abeya ade so ama omo. So at the end of the day sika wo man mu ye de ye the bubra ebema amamfo ho atọ wo mo a better than say ba kofo bewia enti wo so ti abai mu na sa wo si wo ya amamuo na wontimi nchi akromfo a wo mu wia o man na japade a you have no business being in government.
I see.
Enunti no na make us say ya anhwe ye yen craft after 4 years say ya meye de amanfo hwehwe say de amanfo ani ambre sika kesi a ye bobɔ so yi say yen kwaji say ye ba ne ba betra ho say de mu adi wo mu nni nko a masa ema e de praye ne be ba be pamo ye free presidency.
This is what people want to hear. Chairman, on Crawford no, on Kwala no, this is what they want to hear. Say, mu shema say muba, say be moon preachy fire will burn you, and I say moon preachy say you are looking for witches. Nemo mu kase say muba, nemo anye de fata, o mo ane be pramo. This is what they want to hear, Chairman. Anyway,
that's what General Mosquito, the staff General Mosquito is made up of. Just for the purpose of emphasis, Omunim say, "Untimin fa corruption me famanim." That is why say to Obama me no compare Oma Pema said now Moye Mami say we want a fearless person, we want a courageous person. Yepe nipa oye man of integrity. Unfa corruption, intimate metono, unfa corruption, so I don't need to be repeating it, but I can trust them say the way I met yeba power it will show.
Right. In 6 minutes time, that is 9:30 here in UK, 8:30 in Ghana. More person mubusa questions, Zoom everywhere. No, we will give you the chance to ask your questions. Program where the main sponsor, Top Connect. Omono o send this Chicago, Ghana, and Africa, baby. Assume super odi can you say assume dreamily. Right. So, Dr. Joe Uswajimai also a sponsor program. Or no person or NDC for chairman. Ever UK and also sponsor programming. Right. So, thank you, Mr. My producer. Your friend is saying, quite common so, chairman. Yen can be about, okay, man, yen jina about corruption, some policy and our programs be as I say, running. It will get to a point, more kwako correct, na gana beboka. Musa is a beauty say, you know, as in say, ho. A Mary, or why the BBS and say, PDS, BBC and say, a friend say, Japa, they are still pushing. It's our goal for oil near the idea. As they say, Matisse say, concession be about lithium mining, yes, here no crash, yeah, no crash. Some other issues be a agreement and I say loans be any other day be a buying with you know. Mami Busa, is it good, say, mobile soundo? People who are involved now, no, or people who are getting involved say, hey, you people should be very careful because you're bad. You know, it might not be favorable on your part. A good mobile soundos are, and now say, you are quiet because you think say there will still be avenue. Mobile to me, redresses such your friends and programs are any beneficial to the country. How do you answer this, Chairman?
Yo, Medasi. Oh, say for every program one, a buy no be room where you say, you buy into us. No, we won. Say, third party be a odo home baby urasa de muno. Unu risk ya uteki say, you buy into us, you become. Those ones, we have several of them one. Ya won no home dada. Intiwa, in spite of the warning, no. Uber kodi utia kwako uramu no. Sena say eba say cancel you be ne kumanchi because there will be evidence say you were forewarned. Now with others, on say your problem in this country ne say obi sorry na program bi wo ha osusu say enye ade ananije ho instead say obe deal with nipa ono aye bone no on say contract bi na okọ sign a we a minister we a president you we gina oman nanim e na okọ sign ade no enti ye ba na ye wrong wa the first person you deal with anyone who represent any a okọ yes
sure
you have to be dealt with na eto da bia ube he project no oman no sika akwa akodim He said, be a Saglemi housing estate here.
I Baba Busa also Kasa.
Omanu sika kwa kodim. Enuntino, the fact is that all dealing with Obi Aususu say why no. It doesn't prevent you from completing the thing and making it available for the citizens here. Womusika womno. Womu enyusum benefit. Ebiti say Cocoa Roads. Unim say road. Stages. Sub base. Clearing. Why sub base? No base. And sana. Waba besili. So drew point to be why a base. Why a sub base. A base. Unyan sili. Na abai for fraba. Inside say obeto aswa sili na a protected sa investment no. Or say munyai me hwehwe contracts mu. Emfie num na nsu abeto awohye sa investment no nyina down the drain. Enti wo be wie a wo beka say wo san aba no. Na initial investment no nyina asai. Sika ko mu no nyina asai. Akwan a asanfu abedru pre-clearing stage no. Base yo sub base ya why ni nyina so asai. It tells you say sa investment no nyina it is said there was so sika no akohwe agu bola so. Eno edru ho na wo koje what do you call it? Nipa akobo obosia obeji ni sika. Onu nim say Mahama tam na Ghana beji bosia na Akufo-Addo tam you will still be required to pay. Let just say abura oye say oye hwehwemu bi nti wagya ma sa nema no nyina asai no oman no mu na wadi na bro. That is why yedika yintimintua no uncompleted projects e ka ho na ye ka me na ye na yintimintua no enti ende ya can say yeba power we will go slow in starting new projects. Yebe focus on the bulk of yesika yebedika anya no on completing projects no wo ho ne enim se wo wi a ho wo mfaso magana na say even ne contracting no obi akotwa deal wo mu a once we are pursuing criminal no a why deal wo mu no ye be protect this investment no say o man no benya ho mfaso na anko into the drain. So that is the strategy we are coming up with, but we will deal with the criminals all the same, but make sure say bibia sika kwa kodimu no unkofa wansana ho abufuo enkobere wukuro unkofa previous government functionaries ho abufuo na unyai emma the nation's investment ya sika wom no enko down the drain. We will protect that one, but we will punish those who deserve punishment.
If you want to call me, please keep your calls coming. Let me remind you, sir, this program is being sponsored by Top Connect. I'm going to send remittances to Ghana and elsewhere. Go through Top Connect. Dr. Joe Uswajima is an NDC member. He's hoping to become the chairman. And also Mr. Francis Akwa. He also wants to become a chairman. They want to be like the chairman general himself, so they are also they are also promoting and sponsoring this program. Right, Hajia Halil. Good evening.
Good evening, Hajia Halil. Okay, muku kate Hajia Akumapa.
Yeah, you Hajia Akumapa. Chanite umae yenko.
That's it. Yes. Besepa any kweli ahabai no yetase no obanyansafuo
Haja Chema me 1 second Chema woti Haja anka
Metenen ka
very good Haja yanko
thank you NDC for yekoto aba etase ahabai no abanyansafuo ana yeyi ye chairman papa bia sebi otafrache ye de hoahoa ye ho ankasa one kasa wo tamano un se efia adwene pa e wo ni patrim a ye de kasa fa oman ho
Hajia jinaye Hajia unkomoni de jinaye.
The NDC. Me pacho yeah.
Okay, kasa na mpacho tamu ninti misrao minim se o pese o flow ba misrao twanite o mami why mpacho. You see, that is one problem with Hajia.
Hello.
Can it Trasumaye, can tell my Encrofonsa, I'm Musa Sumpacho. We need him.
Me da say, Mansa Musa.
Yeah.
Me nia me chairman ka eni nyina me nya asem bi se bia me de man say. Nia me pese me ka kire na ne se me bu to die me sre no. Eye UK Ireland chapter. Election no. Omunyi puma emmaye. Na yenkoyi ye chairman papa bi Dr. Joe. Enfam be bata no ho. Onboa UK emma no. Na yentimi win election no. Na me di be wie no. Chairman na men ka ho. Yenom ti se na o kan ye no. Omo to abama wo enim se wo ye nipa kroje. Ya ye campaign ma wo so nim se wo ye nipa kroje. Wo ba be ye duma. Dia me pese tem bia o kai grassroots no because Ghana sebi I refer e wo ye ho and say na me boa wa kabi no. Ba humia e chan tro akese wo man mu ka cha amanfo say by the end of omuteno ano na ye wo obia wo bank account na sre Ghana for omutie ye say ba humia and tro certificate pa de o kitabi mo an say ye obeba be ka cha say mo ma minum ni mo nananu mo ewu nyina ara say ye to abama no bioma oba benyane obia de aba asase so wa unim say enya no kre entimesre NDC mpanyinfo mumma yankai Ghana for bahumiantro a wetwa no man mu a edi aba bedru ne a Bank of Ghana recording losses a ebisi bita e wo Ghana bakosem no NDC for mumma yankai na yankai Ghana for de bia chairman na men ka ho na senia so de be boa Ghana amaya agi e kwa hudie bio no yanom ye ti asenko ade a ye say ye besom aboa o ama oda ye so abem esan say o ya magana for onya ma won ko a ene obusuafo ye judi say me adum na say NDC ba power on tam billions of dollars enkosi ufie da ti say ne ene ekosi nyame shira no share NDC na you can Ireland also omonto abama Dr. Joe Ousu Ajimai nombe ye duma senior Dr. Johnson Asiedu Nketiah eyeni
yo Hajia da say na ka be ka so be ka say na mo kra mo kan say na me referee hey but wanka entima come on hey right before me call mo amowo your friends zoom no so no mama Musa so no give me 1 minute na 7558 hello
Mansa Musa, good evening.
Oh Mr. Uso Achan trying to tell mommy Mr. O trying to tell kra man you short in sin Hajia the special into Mr.
And yes special Mansa Musa program here and super into we ba man in tawes and because kofusu
no continue make no no
Master Minister so we know the general report on some first because general say yes this can be a tax money bank
what sound no munya de honestly kasa yie say what baby a fa yini ben wa no because as general so tin yie me kura me kasa
yes this can be tax money like from unknown sources like central bank from GCB so as can I say about 58 point something billion they are diverted to unknown source and then recently 60.8 billion Bank of Ghana losses. Me say someone say there is about power. Say sika we nyina because then say the NDC got the next NDC government. Meaning say the NDC coming to power in 2024. You be after Saturday we know. Me da what let me sure.
Mr. Meda say be also a chan we the current deputy communication officer Emma NDC UK Ireland chapter. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Me will comments.
Oh, say ya buya na sem no da. Would you can be
some? Yes, yeah. That's our question. No way, yeah, no that. And I'm saying, Haji Adi and the Obeka say, no particular comments. Right. Yes, Mr. Friends, producer Obiaman is also. So Obiaman is also he can talk. Frederick, hello, Freddie. Frederick Kwachi. Frederick Kwachi, say what mute to microphone. Okay. Yeah, but minti kasa. Freddie, if you are not talking, someone else, producers will be more before Akasa. Franklin.
Hello, Mansa Musa.
Franklin, Yanko.
Yeah. Chairman, me retired police officer. Material policeman. I'm my witnessing NDC from 1992 up to the time Majai police 2019. I did back when I'm at home. Me tried police school. Now NDC time, recruitment into policing was very good, but say there are NDC members' children who qualify to come to police at even those times, but they are not considered on protocol basis. NFM. Though they have the desire, and after the desire, they have the qualification. But these people, because the limit or the number of people that are taken are very small, they don't have the opportunity. But I can say here, I'm a member of the NDC now after I've retired. I'm a card-bearing member. And my problem is, once you try to do the right thing, the NPP comes and put in people who are not qualified on protocol basis. Are you going to promise the people, because I heard candidate JM saying that NDC members, children who qualify for things will be given. Now, we should also make sure those who qualify and have the desire, it's not only the qualification. If you qualify to be a policeman, you don't have the desire, you will just be a disaster. So we should be able to fish out NDC members who have the qualification and who have the desire and bring them aboard, because the police doesn't need only qualification, but people who are desirous of the job, because the job is not an easy one. Otherwise, as I speak to you, any platform I speak, I say the protocol list is 60% in the police service, and they are good for nothing. What is the party NDC planning considering security in Ghana? Because this same thing is happening in the army. Monies are taken, and people who do not qualify and have the desire are in, so the job is not well being done. Thank you.
Okay. My cousin will take questions number 3, 4.
Yeah, Gifty, hello. Hello, Gifty.
Hello, Mansa Musa.
Yeah, you.
Oh, Michiawo, yeah, Chairman, Jim, I have a chance of a movie, you know. Chairman, Pastor, I salute you everywhere you are.
But address yourself, say, identify yourself. Bodian, Obia, who say, Obia, or we are see baby, Bacho.
Okay, me Pastor, your friend Gifty, we are going to. May aspiring candidate for UK and Ireland deputy organizer, a former women organizer branch in Tino. Medino.
Okay. Now, sir, if you are not, I mean, you are not against it, you can turn your camera to on. It's always nice on Zoom.
I wish we would do them.
That's why. All right. Okay. Let your question or your comment flow, please.
Yeah, me patrol. Me person, me beside General say I'm not. Just say me a very happy man. I don't have any question for him because I know what he can do and what he's capable of doing. Now, I can't say me with the party. Now, I say, package up, what go Jana go for? you say and no guy and I say general when the person want to who say who go keep you here now man
can you know before general so gifty
because you have no power now I'm wasting the time
gifty
but
gifty that general beba no na wedding move for now offer now why dey am and you mre ni abre pa ye ni abre gifty
and the means me for so now bon ya can doesn't mean no say me no comfortable lead is in our mind and you moving on here see and higher kuma and this time there
all right
yeah so or a chairman actually me gift me
brilliant
so as the chairman many problem many saying this is coming to power at all costs
okay
at all costs yeah but
Gifty, what a good call. A good call. Thank you very much.
Someone who ban here because then these NPP for no targets no na so omu target the pan on me to be a bomb fire man. Say nyame one who buy baby obi and di je mu ni hio no me bibia mu. Nyame one who buy my.
If you are done, for double shua. Right. And before I go to back to the Zoom again for Joe. A quick one from Obia Frefi Ghana, and I'm said a data and internet and fun quickly. Your number ends 1457. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Mansa Musa.
Pacho Wine.
There is your own boy, very important researcher.
Hey. Now, Porados no arena. Minterio. What's it?
I said this is a very important your own guy, even researcher, a very important.
Hey, I'm on for. I'm going to America now, bro. Anyway, what by the Casa, not General Anti?
Michia, our fantastic and a gem general chairman, Asiedu Nketiah, the manager. Michia, NFM Radio, manager. Media Lukushin Kaka, say to be na. It was say you hear or can be for part and so UK and Ireland chapter. You see, and you want someone who sincerely believes that with such a man of driving seat as a chairman, the UK Ireland chapter, his influence will be felt among all members in the party in both UK and Ghana as a whole. Simply put, as I said yesterday, the man is a pillar, just like the general secretary, he's the general chairman himself. He has served from the nook and the corner of the party. And the chairman also, my chairman, in say, party be chairman Papa Suwo, you can Ireland chapter. Now, what the bois, not party in the Yachi, Akunyano, FCM before them. Menga Sabi, which is chairman also, Madam Ashe.
Yes, you had say, from Paul, Free Ghana. Now, Yanko Joe, John, who are your friends, Zoom, no so, Yanko. Hello, John, on Zoom. John Mahama.
Good. John Mahama, ba.
Jesus Christ.
Mansa Musa, good evening.
Yo.
Ciao.
Who's your friend, John Mahama, ba?
John Mahama, ba. Medina Kasa de Abdul Razak.
When you appear stadium, my brother boy, you. Okay, Yanko.
Medina Kasa de Abdul Razak.
Na hifa na ujina address we are seeing na yetu musa no.
Ghana no akufa da dawro. O show dem kwa na sumpo na.
O kasa free Ghana.
Ghana na kasa free.
Jesus Christ.
O show dem kwa sumpo na. O so like kwa sumpo na. Ga kono mu mu hede. Nante na ebre.
Oh dear.
Maba wa na so bre. Juma so ni o mani mo.
Just for the interest, I hear now Kasa free say Ghana e krobe so bro ne be so.
Okay, Ghana me free sunyane.
Okay. All right. That is just a fear part of. All right. Listen, Kawasem, me how I been Kawasem.
The American is say no. Juma eni o mani. Ikakakra aka no so no. Kufa de na politics no. Mo se e good dem. E ma ho try de ben e ba. Na ye mu bi ni de. Eni se NDC ni party a. E bitimi aje o man no. E free stand kwaso e wo. Nti e si jinai. So young Kakra, he be trustworthy. He be trustworthy. ama NDC aba power na kakra America no say boshe ben empanyinfo because he say youth na area party no money brese kwan biara omni NPP no ebisi anasomeria task so ama nwiemu nsimi ma no omo ye ready say omo baye na boshe ben empanyinfo say general o we dey boshe ben o dey say youth no say the baye omo ba na party no power omo so no omo ni da so say omunya edwuma bi aye no omo say betumi agere aka
John Muhammad back from Sonyane, Yedawasi Bebre. Good call. Munja Muhusu Yeho. Joe. Hello, Joe. Dr. Joe Usajima, Wama Onsaso. Dr. Joe Usajima, Mehusa Wama Onsaso. Oniwa Hwabium Neho. Malik. Hello, Malik. If you people are not turning on your microphones, how can you talk? And you people are very highly experienced guys. Malik has dropped. Freddie is not there. Gift is not. Okay, Frederick Kwachi. Hello. Frederick Kwachi. Hello. Frederick, we are not hearing you. Okay. Yaw every intem NDC member ewo UK ha ope organizer aye. Akwaba yaw every intem. Yaw every intem akwaba. Hello, good evening. Yaw every intem. Yeah, what can I come in here? Yeah, kasa yetie. Very strange. Oh, okay, my fault. Sorry, my fault, Kasa. After them, sorry.
You see, no, Abuana Bisu will be when I turn up practice and a Yabra walk Kabasabasa. It is the met reminiscer when an executives and the members are. Omuwagana na umotu munasi from no yaba so munsu yepa. And I am man for Bibia Misawa Mona, Sabia Metatin Caboni Biala. Because I never say, your MP Bakwa, a Yaboso MP. We were seeing that I was MP, Nano Kunya accident when inside the whole man, Yanko upon the Bermoa, and Kanaka Papa, or never been a cashier. It's a message in us, no Mocasacre, a foot to the place, Nakano. I am there. Now, one of the cool was the house, and the enemy animal so. Umunyami, you could do more, no movie. It's a message in us a month for Cassandra parliamentary members. You should be a home that touch my own regional national Makwa Magana and NDC or parliamentary. And now almost executives and Cassasono. Omusho Manamo to Tumuye, because Yamaya Tena, you know, you coming in our situation. The message and I say, or your time or Mosamedia. Or I said, the more to 2 minutes, you know, my one or Mamma or my 2 more food. Yes,
yeah, that's it. Also to me sponsor program we someone more pay to me to sponsor our free intem. Yeah, that's it be my for last one na me imagine rama ne whole comments na yeah hear the echo. 9180. Hello.
Hello, Mansa Musa.
You heard the nakasa na yanko quickly, please.
Mansa Musa me patrol. Made in check as your mouth enemy general chairman, your Fremilons, Agini. Now, where the main can't say if it's a penny with you. And Bibi Kakra, my observer, my person with the 2 general name, yes, very warm. You must be 80 and had the experience of 2020. After you lose to a bar, some national executives Editu just said they were still not united. Their fronts were not united. Emma Ekosis, you say, Omubo yeti amanone, no be quite, we say, Yempuno Yama ama meboa elections no in 2020. Now, Mansa Musa, me bo General Basso, na me catch and say, NFM Radio, you would did when it does for say, Ghana, any NDC party, net say. Now, the best was a pie bo amano.
Zoom no. Lower your voice. Turn your listen off, please. Someone's microphone is on. Turn it off. So microphone was na senya ona okasa me pacho yi free so anya sa na entwa yi me da say. Yeah, yanko Lons.
Mansa Musa, the way they mean kasa bebre na makai wie kura no. Me stress yeah, wo UK higher yakwa here in as much as about is concerned. Yema enne en unite yen. Yema enne da ye hu se ye nyina ye eja baako emma ye na maakoma. Nemum ade na ato na ye pre. Ni wantwi ni nyina. Wotie general ka se nyina. E che se UK fo ye nyan omu hia obi on board. And therefore, Mansa Musa meda NFM ase. Na kupon show no producers e kwan a wo fa so a wo de papa yi abate say Ghana nyina e general ono na mai ni da so say oman ne tiase na NDC 2024 no say wo yi wanim aye adwuma ma party na sebe ye se do ye hwam de no on pepa ne nsa kwa Mansa Musa medo ase bebre.
Yo, yes you da say. General. Okay, another chairman, a candidate, and aspirant, Amanin Sasso. Conrad. Mr. Conrad Damba, can we hear you, please?
Thank you, Mansa Musa. Good evening. I hope you can hear me.
Loud and clear. Take it away.
Thank you very much. And good evening, Chairman General. Good evening. Greetings from the city of Roundabouts, Milton Keynes. Just to say we are grateful to yourself, your leadership team for the so far so great a service of leadership you've offered us and a vision of the way back to power you have delivered. Congratulations for pulling off Asiedu for us. We are very grateful. And of course, we in the UK are very delighted to hear from you the words of wisdom today. My question is very simple. As the good book says, when someone said they had experienced salvation from Christ, they were asked whether anything good can come out of Nazareth. So my question to you is, we were expecting so much from this government on the back of the IMF bailout, hoping they would tighten their belts and get a little bit more cost cutting. But in view of the disappointing, or if we would say the very woeful media budget that was, or media budget review statement that was released on Monday, can anything good come out of this hopeless MPP government? Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. So let's General Joe on. Okay. Conrad, whilst you are there, I have to say, all you, the participants, the candidates, you can also come and sponsor the program. It's very necessary. So that Mansa Musa will not be in all sort of. Anyway, Mamin Fa Joe Dieng Twitch na Afiyenko Yenim. Now what will Trump say? I am unable to hear from the members asking questions. You know, I think it will be from your own side, though, because no one else is complaining. So, Ms. Ambrose, check your system. I think you should be able to hear everything. Joe, Yanko.
So, Mansa Musa, Ayezu, General, meton kasi na menia jimi hu de menya me na efi se me hu wo na wo ye MP akusi be General Secretary General me hu se wa ye bibia antimi akese we ni nkunu da na me hu se wa ya to ba kura so am we lusu da ma hwe wa yi no General me hope say wo de be ko promise land no we me age power no enti me bo abaso said Daniel to abama wo no ene nsu apetini ade no make us say papa yi obeboaye nanso nneɛma ɛkɔ so nyinaa na akyerɛ sɛ ampa general yɛwɔ general bi wɔdi anim a wɔyɛ captain wɔde yɛkɔbɔ football no ame akɔgye cap no nti wɔde abasebɔ ɛna mebɔ ama wo nti no ɛyɛ tabra na NFM radio for so with television station bi nti maybe abɛto afa biara no general na wakɔne deɛ ɛna to so next ama man nyinaa so wɔn sɛ yes your chairman.
A good call. Let me step in here and tell General say, no crepa na Joe Ekano. Your television studio, no General is fit for a king, a chief, a BBR. You know, would do Londoner. The first port of call, no, Mansa Musa, and Sana Obia no and Carfor no say Obe consider Kakra consider, but Mansa Musa in the face a new face media there. Obi kan ye ne mo a Joe wano esi ana wano nsi ye
the Americans do na abaso na mebo enti me dana so wanya time abehwe ye ya dana CP nyamisha no.
Thank you very much. General bro so my wo mu say bi no mo so so but later be hwe say betumi am so abamu a for now ne de kakra na wate no I mean obi kan fa nsem ko. Take it away, sir.
Yo, me that say, me chat here for aka 1 minute. Na me call me last meeting for the day. Enti na ibo pepe. You say me sign it off. You see. Na suggestions say omo dia ba nyina me da omo nyina say omo a etu fo say yenhwe ehu ye adidie mu ne ade nyina. Yeso ye careful kakra ho na nyame mpaibo na nyame ne bo ho bai. Na dia ye betimi aye dia yenim se enwa wo hu ne so hwe no ye fa no nwawa omo hwe ho so ye ne omo nyini beduru otope enti yenim se adwuma na ye no ye ho ye ni pabonefo ahi enti ye dia wo ya from dia ye betimi aye dia boy ho bai but mo amaka no ye hia mo pai bo se mo bebo mpaye na nyame so aka ho aboye ho bai akosi wo mo a omo nso bisa questions ye beye ne de ye nye no say particular protocol asemu nipa obisa ono a o kan protocol no asan ka say protocol no nye na efa bi so asan ka say ye nto aso enunti ni nyina ya adwenkyere ye nwini a ye betra se ne ahwese protocol system no so ade a beboa o man no ana emboa o man no na ye ne mu nyina fa ho adwuna ye be hu ba bia de no beto omo nso a ya fa omo a aba aban adwuma police soja ne ade a am famra kwan so no eno nso ye duru ha ye de mra no be ye adwuma ne ahwede obeka mu ne de obekofie ye da mu nyina ase amse no kro na ponti
me pa cho we need him Mansa Musa you share ye ma grow way bar so no ye architect of this particular program Mr. Kusia kwa ho na 30 seconds na on can the obeka nchiro 30 seconds because kwesi trying to tell mine pa cho we have
we there me da sibibe chairman general this is Kusia kwa. I'm also contesting for the chapter chairmanship position.
Yeah, please.
Chairman, Chairman, you don't want to say you be when you kunya when you have a now your best self say, we in the UK chapter, you are disappointed the entire party the kakra, but your best friend, now this and politics, you know, what your business into your best friend advice be or say musha me to your number. Now at least we in the UK no support or the bar. Near Babwa, na you win election, your best friend, Mama Unja or yes, one. Woman election in Braduna, ye organizing who her name was support party no, with your best one. MPP from Wadan who a war popun. Modi bia ye mound, do any one cash up, your bay or the but Mama Unja or your best one, no bob any election, so that we can organize ourselves to come and help the party back home. Take a crowd as a back home, you don't want to see, you don't see people.
That Munina say a bad bit what higher election on time.
Thank you, Mansa Musa.
Okay, Mansa Musa, my next meeting no starting to Miss Remo me pa.
General, why you dear bro so cry? Yamia do now London so I ebeshia. You don't want to be brave.
Yo.
Okay.
People love men and welcome from big to big. The end is surely. Democrat, Ghana, our strength unity from big to big. The end is surely. Democrat, Ghana, our strength unity.
Oh, see, Angel. Thank you all very, very, very much. The program sponsored exclusively by one particular company, Remittances Company. They are known as Top Connect. Then the program is being sponsored by Joe Oswagman, Doctor. Mr. Kwesi Aqua, Francis Kwesi Aqua, also is a sponsor, as well as Mr. Conrad Damba. Our next show, it will be another surprise. NFM, I'll tell you for true, the next show will be massive. Wherever the big achichidie, the big crowd, wherever the big denchem will go bring out. Don't worry at all. On behalf of my production and everyone. We are planning to inaugurate our TV session this Saturday afternoon. I will get you the full details later. Our TV will start with a small production, maybe a 30-minute fun chat or fun talk, something to laugh and relax with. We are hoping to get some people to come and join us, ladies or gentlemen. Madasi MP, maybe I will be a michiao. So, yede agronobesi about 10 manapa 5 minutes. Obviously, more UK hano. I can give one or two of you some 5 minutes. So per se, can be beer. I will let you come. Lance, who? Okay, Lance, can be best 1 second.
Mansa Musa, this has gone a long way to prove that you are more than credible. Now, send a minja man from Reno. But I was say, it's Mr. Yankupon, Yan San in Nim DS from Condemount. Nina Saku Bruno, Nipul this surprises no. Now, yet the Sene Yakano, Yanuba Yajuma, and next Papa out in a bet now, Omagana in Akasau. Now, even you are no more free or more free Ghana. When you also a child or more free hand winning ano. Only any party no one who say party no, maybe a couple. The young Kayoham near Yananti and Anticromia, the Enkusi. Mansa Musa, where the Sabe, Trampua, baby Edrun Ede, Namea Dumois, Edia Yanuba Yajuma, NFM, and the Conin. Now, obey in agri TV, no, you have a TV, so, and that's baby winning Yajuma.
Abisiafo sese die yenam Top Connect so emani sika de bagana efi wiase afana nyina yentia kapre ane eye free Top Connect amasika manie ayemrekra ye wohia ne se wo be download wo Top Connect app no e wo Play Store de ama wo Android phone ana se wo use iPhone so a ko Apple Store na download the Top Connect eye simple kra Top Connect wa manda braduo num so wo Europe, North America and Asia wo mane wo dofo sika fa Top Connect so a eye ntem na emre na mawa hoto so sese die sika manye di foforo kra any top connect so we yan chechemu bia for top connect our +442 081 6155 and a +442 081 761 600 +447 882 950 088 and nasa hwehwe top connect our Belfont interfidie nyina so top connect fesika mane wadofo asumdiem a untia kapre top connect yensu ye dienie
Sydney Discoteca verano del 79 con la mejor música del mundo.
Yeah, Mansa Musa, just a quick one there. I would like to say a big thank you to your management and the station and yourself for this great program. And we hope that at least for this great job you've done for all of us, we'd like to say a big thank you.
We have to thank your chairman too, because look, initially they were finding problems with their connection and they had to, Nipana or Nini Namno PR or he had to change is it VPN or something just to get the system working. So big time we have to say thank you to them as well. And you guys, you can see in particular the private conversation about how to go about Horty. Remember the other day when I was struggling here, you helped me out with do this. And anyway, so Kwesi, we also have to say the thanks to you. How the whole thing is going, you know. You guys, whatever it is, what's a kwacha de ye disika na ye won ni nimpa and now what they hook no ekochinam now fanam bia ansha no way ma. What kind of fish are you going to catch? And you know, more drinking one, I'm more drinking NFM kakra.
Don't worry at all. Even your TV station too, we're going to help you. Thank you so much and good night,
Good night, my friend. Good night.
Sydney Discoteca, verano del 79, con la mejor música del mundo.
Ojaye, you where we do. Ojaye, yo, right. So I will end here and we'll all retire to bed or to wherever we are going, into our bunkers, our holes, whatever it is. Hopefully tomorrow, Nyami Aduma will come and continue all over again. So, me damu nyina say, Nyami Aduma ochina, yebesa bishia. But don't forget, me say, after here, we'll bring only the relevant people, the top gear, the topmost, any idea mobaha, yempe wasa biya. You see what I mean? And Mansa Musa, I mean top gear. Penny follow me no kasa, omumunya kwa mpamicho, maka. Anyway, some more be heading. Kasa na say oh nye modest. You got to be humility. And you penny because so Mansa Musa, I'm really sorry. Meant to me but yemfansha na wo be kan wo maka. Anyway, listen, thank you very much. Have a good night. Ayo.